We're recording?
We're recording. Here we go. We're going. What's going on, everyone? Big Bob. Welcome back to episode 2 of It's What We Do podcast. Once again, thank you to July King, our producer, and thank you to our sponsors, Black Widow Investigations. Hit them up on Instagram at blackwidow_investigations. Reach out to one of their agents and get a consultation today. So you guys are watching. I want to give a shout out to Elevated Print Shop out of Victorville, California. Elevated Ink Print Shop. They got us some custom coasters, and they look good. They look good. Thank you, guys.
They feel good too. They smell pretty good.
Do they?
Have you smelled them yet?
I smelled them. I fell for it. So today we got Chato of Sitting Bull Cigar Hut.
Good morning.
Good morning. And
It's like 9 o'clock.
so a lot of you guys may know who he is. A lot of you guys may not. We met via Instagram.
Yes.
Right? Via Instagram. And he, Sitting Bull Cigar Hut is the company we did the Roadkey Nation collaboration with. And also working on another collaboration.
Which I should have probably brought one of those up.
Yeah, I could have too. Is the Big Bob cigar. And what's this? What do you call this?
So this is a box press.
The box press.
This is a torpedo. And we sat on it. This
Is
way.
that how you got it flat?
This way, not this way.
And so a lot of you guys may know we're doing the flannel with Medina Flannel Company. And we will be dropping those hopefully around the same time. I might do something where you get a flannel, you get a cigar, you know what I mean? Like,
Just no sexy pictures this time.
no, please.
Because you want to tell them the story or?
No, go ahead.
I can probably pull it up while you tell the story, but we were having a naming for the last cigar and
I forgot about that.
Big Bob's sexy broad shoulders were in the picture and he's holding a couple cigars like this and they got flagged for sexual
I'm all
content.
sweaty now. Look at No, I'm shiny. Look at whoever reported that picture. I did not even notice that at all. And
Puto. That's all I gotta say to you.
holy shit, I wore the wrong shirt.
So we were working on naming a cigar and we were gonna get a t-shirt and some sticks and a high five and a pat in the back and someone reported it.
Some reported, so I said, "Fuck it, we're not doing it."
So we named it the Nameless or
The Nameless.
John Doe. That's a John Doe cigar.
John Doe Nameless.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have a fucking name because of some hating ass fool.
So how did you get into cigars, or I guess making cigars?
So I've been smoking them for some time, and my first cigar was actually when I was around 12.
Really?
Yeah. Uncle Alfred, thank you.
Say Uncle Crawford?
Uncle Alfred.
Oh, Alfred. Uncle
Yeah,
Alfred.
just hanging out, and then saw him smoking. I said, "Hey, dude, let me try that." And he says, "Here you go." Turned out kinds of different colors and puked up a little bit. And he says, "You're doing it wrong." And so that kind of started up my addiction to nicotine.
Yeah.
Sometime around there. I want to say.
Did you have a cigarette before that? Or?
Yeah, actually,
Oh, okay.
my dad's been a smoker. Thanks, Dad, love you. Been a smoker ever since I can remember.
Right.
And yeah, cigarettes suck. Don't do it, guys.
I used to smoke. I smoked for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about a pack a day. It's a bad habit, and I'm working on cutting it.
But you know what? Like, it doesn't even do anything, huh? Like it is a habit.
It's a habit.
Because I remember before I quit, I just smoked because it was what I did. Like it was.
Sometimes it's I've noticed and I've caught myself. It's like I'm bored.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm doing enough, and it's like, all right, let me light up. Or there's times where I'm like rattling. It's like I need one right now because of a situation or.
Right.
But yeah, so I got into cigars.
And he has a sexy voice, doesn't he? He's like an operator, sex operator. Thank you for calling.
Well,
I've
I've got a voice for the telephone, I guess, because the face doesn't match.
You got a voice for radio? A face for radio?
I got a face for radio. I definitely do. But so being part of the motorcycle community, having the cigars in my vest, and everybody. Some people are happier to see you than others, and they bring you in for that big old bear hug, and next thing you know, my cigars in half.
Right.
Or it's shredded to pieces. And I would look around, it's like there's not a vendor. There's no vendor around, you know, and my cigar's shitting out, so now let me smoke my cigarette. And so that's kind of what planted the seed, you know, seeing the opportunity that there's nobody else out there doing it. And then the pandemic hit, you know, everything shut down. And
So you first thought about it before COVID and all that?
so before COVID, it was kind of something that we were tossing around and say, hey, hon, what do you think? You know, my lady's here, that's my right hand. You don't want to know what I do with my right hand, but she does it all, and she does a great job at it, you know. But and we have a good time doing it too. By Listerine.
And we'll get into this. We'll get into this later. We're all going to learn about what if you're not watching and listening, we're all going to learn what brown Listerine means.
What can brown do for you? But yeah. So then the pandemic hit, and I guess we're both considered essential workers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a nurse, and I'm a glorified ditch digger. I dig holes for a living, and the money was piling up, yeah, in the bank account. Luckily for us, you know, we stayed working, we continued working throughout the whole thing, and I guess the titty bars were closed. Everything was closed. Here at home, across the border, we like to tell you a story about that. We like to go to TJ and have fun out there, and we don't have kids.
Okay.
We don't have kids, right?
Which makes it a lot easier.
Makes it a lot easier to do all that stuff. We have 3 German Shepherds, and those are our fur babies. And treat them like there's no other. But titty bars are closed, all right? We don't cook. We don't have to worry about feeding any kids. You know, she gets out of work 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock sometimes. I get home, I'll wait for her, and it's like, restaurants are closed, all right? Disneyland, we frequent Disneyland a lot. Say, hey, hon, let's go get ice cream. Let's go get something to eat at Disneyland, and that was closed. So everything that we would spend our money on, pretty much, even Hot Wheels. I'm a Hot Wheel collector.
Yeah.
I'm a kite collector. Jules over here became an expert kite flyer out in the parking lot before we started recording this.
Okay.
But so everything we would spend our money on was pretty much not available. So I said, hey, this is looking more and more like something we should do. You know, let's build a little company. Let's do all the groundwork now, so that once everything does open up, we hit the ground running. You know, we do the events, because there were still events happening. Excuse me. They were kind of scattered around here and there, and I said we can learn. You know, we can learn, because not a lot of people are hitting up these events. We can go through our growing pains in front of not so many people.
Yeah, it was almost like because there wasn't a lot of people. I don't know the words, but it wouldn't be like if you showed up to this massive event, thousands of people, and it wasn't a hit. You could kind of like fill it out a little bit with not so many, but maybe the letdown wouldn't be as big if it didn't take off.
Right. So it was like, you know, let's do these events. There's probably going to be 100 people there. You know, so that when we can kind of learn, we kind of ease into it. We start with dipping our toes, and then the whole foot and the whole leg, and next thing you know, we're balls deep in it. You know, so it's working out so far for us. It started off as a hobby, honestly, and now it's starting to take off.
Yeah, I remember when we first met, you said, I'm doing it for fun. I just want to do something different. Now you're making cigars. Now you're collaborating with different people. I see that all over. Now, as far as like the making of cigars, is that something that's easy, like to get the flavors or get this is a Nicaraguan and a Mexican, right?
Right, so this is a Mexican San Andreas, and this is a Nicaraguan Habano.
Now, for people who may not know, what's like the different San Andreas and all that? For like, you know, people who maybe just, because I get hit up all the time about like your cigars. They're like, which ones do you smoke? I'm like, oh, the brown ones.
Yeah, so one of the biggest difference was this one was a pain in the ass, and I had to suck so much dick just to get a hold of this leaf.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, got pretty good at it. This one wasn't too bad, you know. Flavor profile is they're kind of different. You know, one's a little darker, one's more woodier, one's tastes a little bit more earthy. You know, like dirt. Yeah,
that's true too. We've had some that you light it, you're like, what the fuck? These taste like dirt, like.
Yeah,
but
then some of them just really taste like dirt. It's like, no, thank you.
But you know what's crazy is that I think it's my father's. I don't know if we're getting in trouble for saying that. I smoked them before. I was like, man, this is garbage. And I smoked them with the whiskey. And I said, I don't know if you remember. I was like, holy shit, this is a night and day with the right, like.
With the right pairing.
Yeah, pairing. Yeah.
So. Is that the word I'm looking for? You know, it worked out. You know, they've got a buffalo on there, and my logo is a buffalo. So it wasn't on purpose. It's really good stuff.
Yeah.
And just recently they liked some of my pictures and they followed, and I was like, oh,
the whiskey?
Yeah, the
shoot.
whiskey company followed me, and I was like, that's pretty cool. That one pairs really well with everything and anything. It doesn't even have, it can be a cheeseburger and it goes well with
Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace is good stuff. Yeah.
See, I don't drink during the week. Well, 90% of, it happens here and there.
No.
So I'll smoke a cigar with water. And your cigars are, you could pair those with pretty much anything. In my opinion, they're not kissing his ass, that's the truth. His cigars are pretty much the only ones.
Let me tell you how it's shaved. I did shave my balls for this. I didn't bring the shirt that says that.
So there's no proof.
I'll show you. I'm going to show you later.
We'll get into that. Now, talking about your logo, Sitting Bull and the buffalo.
Yeah.
I know you're not Indian, or you are?
Ish.
Indian-ish.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of...
we get a lot of shit.
I was going to ask you. Okay.
We get so much shit. Cause I'm a white Mexican, and it's like, you're white. It's like, no, I'm the byproduct of rape. This is what byproduct of rape looks like. But, so it all started off with Neil Young.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that handsome Canadian fellow. He's a folk singer, and actually one of the days that we got serious, we sat down and I was smoking one of the cigars that I had my friend roll up, and I'm sitting outside petting the dogs, playing with them, and we were listening to Neil Young, and I was almost gonna name it Crazy Horse, right? Because Down by the River was playing on the radio, the TV, the speakers, right? The Bluetooth speakers, because phones and stuff.
Right, yeah, it's all
Bluetooth now, commercial free,
$1.99 a month.
Thanks, Spotify. so we're sitting there listening to Down by the River by Neil Young and Crazy Horse, right? And I was just kind of spitballing. I'm outside playing with the dog. The wife is doing the dishes,
like a wife should be doing.
Hey, so why do women have small feet?
I know the answer, but maybe someone else doesn't.
So they can stand closer to the sink. Anyways, I'm just kidding, ladies, men with small feet.
You can wash dishes too.
Dude, I do the dishes.
No, you know what's funny is, so everyone got sick, right, with COVID last year. And I had to start, I never did that shit. I didn't clean, I didn't do dishes. Well, I had to do it. Now dishes bug me. I wash dishes every night now.
Right.
Sweeping and mopping, I still can't get used to it. But the dishes kill me.
No,
Sweeping and mopping, that's not my shit. I'll leave that, I tell the girls to do that.
You know what, I'm the furthest thing away from a man's man, I've always kind of lived with the idea of, be the change you want to see, and the way I see it is like that shit stopped with my dad, because my dad's super, you're a fucking man,
Yeah.
You're this, you're that, and it's like, yeah, dude, my balls didn't fall off for fucking doing my laundry, they're still pretty attached. And the man's I guess he raised a walking contradiction, because he kind of is himself in a sense. He loves to cook. My old man loves to cook. I'm sure if he would have been able to, he would have been a chef. The man can fucking get down.
Wow.
Right? My mom's father, who wasn't a big fan of me for being my my father's son, he was a tailor.
Wow.
Right? He would sew. I would get my ass kicked when I would go to my grandma's house because I would want to help my grandma cook. And my grandfather was like, no, the kitchen is a woman's place. Right? So I was like, well, shit, all right, let me hang out with you and learn how to sew. And my dad will kick my ass. It's like, no, sewing is for women. You know, it's like,
You can't win.
dude. Yeah, so at home, for me, it's more like, I mean, there's no gender roles, I guess we can say. It's kind of gender fluid. You know, it's like, I live there too. You know, I'm gonna do the dishes, especially when I want to get a blowjob. You know, it's like, let me do the dishes. Let me clean this up. Let me sweep this up.
Right.
But I won't do the bed. I will not do the bed. It's one of the things that I will not do, and I will do it kicking and screaming. If she's feeling ill, if she's just having a super terrible day, or I just really, really want to get laid, then I'll do the bed. You know?
Right.
It's fucking hell's got to be coming out from under us, and the sky's got to be falling for me to do the bed.
But I just have a problem getting the corners.
No, oh, dude, and the corners I do fine. You know, I was never in the military, but I love clean corners to everything, so I kind of go a little apeshit when it comes to corners. Fucking pillows, bro. How many pillows do you have at your house, bro?
So I use 3.
You use 3.
Yeah.
I use 3 myself. Yeah.
I use 3, but I end up cuddling with one by the end of the night.
Yes. So I use 2 to prop my neck up, because I guess the older I get, the more of a 90-degree my neck's got to be for me to be able to get a good nice rest. And then I use one to lift my shoulder up, because I have a busted shoulder, and that kind of helps me breathe. You know, so I'm not snoring up a storm, but. We've got like 20 pillows, bro. And it's a constant fight, you know. It's like, hon, how many fucking pillows do we need? Can we just put these away? Because the dogs know. The dogs already fucking know when it's time to go to bed. Because here we are marching out of the bedroom to put all the pillows on the fucking couch because it's time for us to go to bed.
Oh, so you take it from the bedroom to the couch?
To the couch, right? And it's just so annoying. You know, I tell her, like, how many pillows do we really need for bed? You know, she sleeps with 2, I sleep with 3. Why not there just be 5? You know, but it looks pretty, right? It looks pretty, and it's like, oh, we never have people over because we're both like super antisocial. You know, it's nobody's gonna see the fucking.
You're antisocial,
dude. You'd be surprised.
Sitting Bull Cigar Hut, the biggest cigar.
No, I
don't know what you call it. People, sellers. You're at every event, and you're antisocial.
Yeah, it's like there's the me. Mm-hmm. Let's go hustle. Let's go do business. And then there's me at home, where it's like, don't fucking bug me. You know,
I can relate.
You know, it's like, call me if you're gonna come over. Like, don't pop in on me, because I'm the
same way. Yeah.
I'm not gonna open the fucking door for you, bro.
Right.
Even my brother will be like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, I'm fucking taking a shit looking at porn. Like, what do you want? You know, it's like, well, I'm outside. It's like, go home, because I'm gonna be here a while. You know, my legs gotta fall asleep 3 times over before I go and open the door for the motherfucker. But
I'm actually the same way. So like, I love, right? What we do is deal with the people.
Right.
I love people. I love going out.
Yeah.
But when I'm at home, like, I'm at home.
Right.
Like, that's where I want to be. That's the same. We'll be like, shh, someone ring the doorbell. Everyone's quiet.
Yeah, like, turn the lights off and hide under the fucking.
But like, the bike's outside, the car's outside. Okay, the motherfucker, no one's answering the door.
Yeah, and you yell out, nobody's here.
Go away.
No, I mean, the lady's hungover because she went out last night, and it was like, bye. You know, it's like, I'm at home watching, what was I watching? Inventing Anna on Netflix. Oh. I probably slept like 2 of those episodes because I was just on the couch. You know,
which one is that? We started watching that. That was
New York girl.
Yeah, the New York girl who was like Russian and German and.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Inventing Anna.
But she's not a con artist, right? She's
so
legit.
it's based on a real story.
Okay.
Because I googled it, because I was like, they kept saying all of this is real except for the stuff that we made up, which is so clever, you know. But
yeah, at first I'm like, they fucked me up at first. I'm like, so is it real or not? And then I was like, oh, good one.
Right. So it's like they're just making shit up. But I mean, it was good. I looked it up. That actress, I love that actress. Saw her on Ozark.
Ozark, yeah.
She's so good. You know, it's fucking hot too. And short. You can tell she's short. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess different strokes. Yeah.
Yeah. So since we're on the subject, do you like Love Is Blind?
What is Love Is Blind?
That show where they go into.
Oh, on Netflix. I saw the thing.
Oh my God, I'm hooked on that. You gotta watch
What
it.
was it? Is it the one where they go dressed up as something?
No. So they get like 12 couples, and they put them in pods. So it'd be like if we're talking, if I'm in here and you're in there, but you can't see each other.
Yeah.
And the goal is to fall in love with each other without seeing each other. So when they meet, like, so say it's
That
like
isn't gonna work for me.
10 days, right? Goes on, or 7 days, whatever it is, and they're like, "Oh, I love you," blah blah. They meet. It's hilarious, dude. Without ever seeing each other. Then most people are like, and some people are like, "Hey." Like,
No,
I'm in love with not with your looks, but I'm in love with your, your personality and.
You remember that movie Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
Yeah, where I know I'm not a fucking prize pony, bro. There is no pedestal for me to stand on, but I'm fucking weird. Like when it comes to shit, it's like, I'm sorry for you people with busted feet, but if your feet are busted, it's like I'm out.
Yeah, we wouldn't match. Well, my toes are hammered.
Yeah, no. I'm like, go keep your shoes on. And it's like, keep your socks on. And I got a mental picture of this weekend, but and it's like hands. Like if I don't even know how to begin to explain hands, ears. The
Damn,
ears,
really?
The ears are weird. Yeah.
Weird, not big or small, just weird.
Yeah, like I'm not big on. Again, I'm not a prize pony, guys. I know this. I know.
Pretty
I'm
picky
fucking,
for being
I'm fucking fat, and I'm a little overly hairy, and but I'm not a catch at all. I mean, you can't catch me because I can't run worth a shit. But
Well, you are a sitting bull.
you can catch me at home sitting on my couch, But yeah, like attached earlobes are kind of weird. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm good. I got big old earlobes.
Yeah, it's like shit like that.
Now you got me thinking about myself. My toes are jacked up. I got earlobes, something good.
So you want to get love.
Yeah, so like nails, like there's some different nail beds and like hammered thumbs and stuff.
Hammered thumbs.
Kind of weird me out, It's like I'm not gonna get a hand job from Megan Fox anytime soon, but she's got hammered thumbs.
Hammered thumbs mean like big flat thumbs, right?
No, it's like they got like a short. That's so fucked up. Guys, there's no one way to make a human, and we're all special. You are all beautiful.
I love you equally, just not if your earlobes are attached.
I mean, you want to smash, we'll smash, but I mean, we're not gonna get married. She's right there, So, yeah, she's got beautiful feet. That was probably like the first thing I saw. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons, and I mean, she'll tell you that's kind of how we met because she was hot. But no, those were literally the first words that came out of my mouth. Like, damn, you're hot.
Like that was your introduction?
Yeah, like come here, and I spun her around. Yes, I'm an asshole, guys. Yes, I know. And
You
it
spun
worked.
around like checked her out?
Dude, yes. She. What's that? Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, you might as well go with it now.
Like all of it. There's so many layers to it. But okay. I was on a rental, right? I was on a rental because my bike was at Harley. It was still under warranty, so I said, take care of it. It's free, whatever. So I had a back seat on my bike, and we had just came back from TJ. It was from the Rolling D for Charity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had been doing that ride with them forever, and Lydia, you guys know Lydia, and we went to her house because in TJ when we parked, one of her taillights got broken by kids playing in the street with the fucking ball. It's like you can't be mad at them because we donated the fucking balls to them for them to go play with. So now they're playing and break the shit, right? So we duct taped it on so that we can get home safely. And I tell her, don't worry about it. I had just taken those parts off of my bike because I was building my bike. And I said, I have extra parts, don't even worry about buying them. So some time passes and she hits me up, she said, hey fucker, are you gonna fix my bike? I said, sure, I've got about 2 hours. I gotta go pick up this chick, you know, I'll be there, I'll fix your shit, and then we'll jam. So I'm working on her bike, and then she walks out of the back door. Right, I'm in the backyard working on the bike, and she walks out, and she's wearing like this like mini skirt and some high heels. And
Did you know he was there? No.
So I guess Lydia was like, "Hey, come outside," and she walks out. I was like, well, "Who the fuck is that?" and Lydia was like, "Shut up, fucker! That's my little sister." I was like, well, "Come here, little sister. Come here." So she comes out, you know, all fucking, yeah, you know. I was like, "Come here, give me." I take her hand and I fucking spin it. I was like, "You're fucking hot." You know, and then that was it. Like, all right, I'll see you later. And she goes inside, and I grab all my shit, and I'm putting them in the bags. And we're walking out the driveway, and Lydia tells me, you know, too bad you're a slut, or else I'd hook you up with my sister.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I was going through a phase that lasted about like 10 years. But where she would like line them up and I'd knock them down. It's like, don't introduce me to your friends because I'm gonna end up doing something.
Right.
And then she's like, you know, too bad you're a slut, or I'd hook you up with my sister.
So you knew Lydia and Edgar, but you'd never met.
I had heard, you know, Lydia's got siblings, you know, but it was never like, where they at? You know,
No, okay.
So this was probably about me knowing Lydia for 1.5 years, 2 years maybe. And I had never met her. I'd probably seen her, but it was like Lydia's house was like, and Edgar's house was like the meetup spot. Let's go hang out.
Oh, okay.
But she was never there. And my girlfriend, the lady, was never there. At least the times that I was there. And if she was, I didn't notice because I was busy with stuff. You know, so I should probably even be touching that.
Push stop.
I'm fixing the little wrapper right here. I don't know if it's touchscreen or not. And I keep fucking touching it. But so when she tells me, you know, too bad you're a slut, or else I'd hook you up with my sister, she's sitting like right where we were, and she's like, I heard you. And then I tell her, all right, little sister, you know, bye, you know, I love you.
Wait, so you used to call you called your wife little sister?
Little sister, right? Because
I mean, I know, but
because it's Lydia's little sister,
Yeah,
so I'm referring to her as like little sister as Lydia's little sister. I was like, bye, little sister, I love you. And she chuckled. I was like, you're gonna fucking learn to love me. You know, you will learn to love me.
you will love me.
You will love me. You know? But so we're sitting outside, and I said, you know what are you doing? What are you doing right now? I was like, I'm eating out here chewing. And I was like, well, come to the door real quick. So she stands there like, what's up? Get on the back of my bike, right? Mind you, I had an extra helmet because I was gonna go pick up some chick. And I said, get on the back of the bike. She's like, no, I'm wearing a skirt. She's like, get on the back of the bike. No. Then I told her, I was like, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, get your ass on the back of the fucking bike, let's go. All right, and Lydia was like, oh my God, she's wearing a skirt. I was like, go get it, Lydia, go get her some fucking shorts, go get her some pants. She's coming with me. Yeah, Ivan las dos, you know, they go and get her, she comes out wearing some shorts, and we have the first picture we ever took together was her climbing on the back of the bike. And I looked at the time, I was like, oh fuck, we're late. I'm late, you know. So I we take her on the freeway, I'm fucking flying, right? Because it's a street glide, it's got a fairing, it's beautiful.
Was this your first time on a bike? Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah, it was her first time on the bike, and me being, I'm a pervert. I'll be the first to tell you. So we're going down the 710, at least about 100 miles an hour, just fucking flying, right? And I tell her, do the Titanic, you know, fucking put our hands out, and we're smashing 100 miles an hour, put on cruise control, and she does this, and she's got her hands out, and I go grab her legs. I'm like, damn, these are nice, you know? I'm like massaging her legs, and then I go get off on Imperial, do a little circle, drop her off, take her helmet, tie it up, and I was like, all right, I'll see you later, fucking hop on, bounce. Because I was gonna go pick up some other chick. Right, and fast forward a couple of days, Lydia tells me, hey, you know, my sister's asking me if you're gonna come to this party that she's having, you know, Lydia's having. I was like, yeah, I'll be there. You know, and that's where I'll leave it at. That's
The rest is history.
I can't fucking get rid of her, bro.
You're stuck.
And that was because of me being a pervert. It's like, damn, you're fucking hot.
Yeah.
So it works. It works. I know I'm not a prize pony, and
So guys, the girl you want, just go say you're fucking hot.
you're fucking hot. Hey, come here. She got nice toes, nice hands, nice ears. You know, check, check, check. Let's go.
Did you look at all that before?
Oh, dude, yeah. She was wearing
okay.
open toe shoes. I was like, they're not jacked. You know, when I grabbed her hand.
So you assessed everything
No,
before.
She will tell you. I am like super detail oriented. Like I walk into a room, I know what is where the nails are, what's. Yes.
That's a good trait. That's a good trait.
I'm OCD. I don't think OCD even begins to cover it, but yeah. Yeah.
And how long have you guys been together now?
Let me see, it's 7:30. What time? Like 6 years? What, 6? Going on 6 in August?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, fucking A, you made me sweat on that one, bro.
I think anything after 2 years is a long time.
Yeah.
A year is like, you know, all right. 2 years is like, you've done like a lot of shit together. You know what I mean? We've been together 22 years and yeah, 2 years is a long time.
Yeah.
After 2 years, sorry. So
No,
6
and-
years, you guys, that's a lot of time and effort put into, you know, what you guys have.
You know, and I think we work well together, you know,
Right.
because we communicate as everybody should.
Right.
Yeah, and fuck, I know I'm not easy to live with. I know I'm not easy to deal with because I have my moments where I'm OCD. It's like this has to be like this has to be like that, and then there's times where I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, I get overly tired of that, and then she's upset because she's got her OCD. You know, and it's like so now. So toothpaste.
Which is our segue. It's our segue.
There's a segue
To the Listerine.
So one of the ways we work on our relationship is I always tell her like, I know I get wrapped up in my own shit, you know, and it's like if like all today was like Big Bob, I have to be there, Big Bob, 6 o'clock, I have to be there, Big Bob, and that's how my brain works, right? If somebody tells me something in that moment where I'm thinking Big Bob, I'm like, sure, yes. If I don't write it down, if I don't make a note of it, it's gone. Right? It's absolutely gone. So I tell her, it's like, you have to remind me, hey, you said we were going to do this. And it's like, oh, fuck, you're right. Let me drop everything I'm doing. I got a mustache hair on my tongue. Let me just drink it. Wait. Found it.
That was a long mustache hair.
Or was it a mustache hair? But anyways, so I always tell her, like, you have to remind me, you know, because if I told you, yes, we're going to do this, tell me. Like, we have to talk to each other. Because, fuck, I'm a nut, you know. And there's, if in a year we argue more than 2 to 3 times, that's probably a lot. And most of the time it's because of something I did or didn't do because I'm a nut. And my way of ending the argument or being like my peace is a tube of toothpaste. You know, because of a meme. Because of that 90-day fiance, was it? Yeah, it was Eddie, that Eddie, you're beautiful. There's no one way to make you human. You are gorgeous.
Who's Eddie?
This one dude.
He's a real person?
He's a real person.
Okay.
He's a real person. He was dating this Filipina lady. And she gave her toothpaste and toothbrush because her breath stank. Right? So
That's understandable.
and so they made a meme. Someone made a meme, and it says, "Me giving my wife toothpaste to like make her stop crying." So I showed her that, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny." So the next time that she was upset with me, I thought to myself, "This is either gonna work, or someone's gonna plan my funeral." You know, it's like one of the others. So she was like upset, ugly, crying. I won't get into crying, but okay, crying turns me on, guys. So don't invite me to funerals. Don't.
I'm walking around.
You walk around crying, you're gonna see me. No Listerine's gonna be needed for that one. But she's over here crying. I said, "This is either gonna work or it's gonna blow up in my face." So I handed her some toothpaste. And it worked, right? She started laughing. She's like, "You're so stupid," and then makeup sex, great. So now whenever there is like a big argument that there's like no end in sight, we end it with a thing of toothpaste, like.
And that fixes everything,
dude. Because that's like me saying, okay, like let's move on. Let's not be upset with each other. Let's. It's not just like, thanks for reminding me that my breath stinks. It's more like, this is the peace treaty. Yeah.
Right.
So, I think the last time we got in an argument, I was welding something and I gave her the striker. Because I couldn't find the toothpaste. I was like, here. And then she's like, oh my God, you're so cute. Because of the symbolism behind it. It's more like.
You light my fire, baby.
Yeah, well, that too.
That too, I don't want to. So,
God.
Someone called me this morning and they didn't know you were going to be on here. And he said, you need to ask him about the Listerine story. And you need to buy him the brown Listerine. So this is the first time I'm hearing
taking this home?
I know nothing about this. This guy I talked to, tell him, don't tell me. Me and Chato didn't talk before this. So what is the deal? We're totally off subject. Cigars are in the past.
Oh, we can double back and come back.
So what's the deal with the brown Listerine, or what's the story, or whatever?
So Listerine, personal hygiene, guys. It's very important. Fights gingivitis. It's out for a fresher, cleaner mouth than brushing alone. So
Little plug.
Gargle some of this. Oh, it does say gingivitis and plaque and bad breath. So I mean, I guess this would also work as a peace treaty. Like, there you go, honey. So, Jesus, I was not expecting this. So, I'm a pervert. Right, I think we covered that.
Yes.
Yeah. I've done and seen a lot of things. That.
In your young life, because you're only what?
I'm 31.
31,
But I've done some shit that'll make the Pope blush.
Right. That I believe.
And so Listerine. God, where do I begin? So it's got to be the brown one. It can't be the blue one, it can't be the green one, because this is Listerine and it's not natural state. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have any food coloring in there, so it won't change any pigmentation of your skin.
Okay.
So they make those little disposable cups. I guess you can use this too if you're a sick fuck. But I mean, I hope you're clean either way, for the sake of you and your partner. Whether it's male or female, it's up to you. Where you stick your body into,
Right.
Or what you do with your body is up to you. I can give a fuck.
As long as their
Smoke
toes
City
aren't,
Bull.
as long as their toes aren't moving, their earlobes aren't connected.
I mean, you are beautiful. So, okay, don't try this at home. You didn't hear it here. What we do best is not responsible. Sitting Bull Cigar is not responsible. I don't see an STS label back here, and I think it's always important. So if it doesn't work, call 911 or go to the fucking emergency room. Dude, that's really dangerous. It doesn't have an STS number on there.
It should.
It does have an ADA accepted, by American Dental Association. But anyways, I digress. So be clean, always. Orally and in your junk, but so you take a little shot of this in those disposable cups, guys. Be considerate of others. Even if you live alone, somebody might come over and want to use this little cup to gargle. But you're supposed to be fully erect, and then you dip the tip of your dick in the solution, and you leave it in there for roughly around 30 seconds, and it works. It kind of dulls down sensation. There are other topical creams that kind of work in that way, but this is like the poor man's version of it. If I've only tried it with Listerine, not the 99-cent shit. I mean, it's up to you. But what you don't do is you don't use the colored ones, because it will change the color. And then you got some explaining to do. Why is the tip of your dick green? You know?
Why did Junior say for you to demonstrate? I don't want to see it.
I mean, I will. I will, but you got to pay to play. And I charge by the pound. So,
But I would think that would burn.
again, I am not responsible for any urinary tract infections. It does. But
That's why it numbs. And
Yeah.
freaking killing it.
yeah, old wise man told me that trick. And there's other shit we've tried. We've tried poppers. That those nitrate shit. I'd have to look into it. They come in a little vial. We walked into a sex store one time because all kinds of shit. Our house is not kid friendly. You know, so in my restroom, our reading material is like Playboy, Score magazine, all those magazines.
Like you literally collect them
I literally
as you save them?
Yeah, we have stacks. We have this little bookshelf, and we have them all in front of the toilet. It started off kind of like a joke, and then it was like, hey, let's go to a sex store and see what other magazines they got. So we'll buy magazines. So we walked into this one sex store because it said, what did that fucking sex store say? Something about books, right? And I was like, oh, let's go. You know, we were literally passing by. We went to a restaurant. I said, on the way back home, let's stop there. So we're looking at the books, and this one dude, he's a young guy, maybe mid-20s, just beeline straight to where those little things were. And he's like, let me get this one. No fucking questions asked.
Yeah.
No, like he knew what he was going in there for. Let me get this. And I look over at my girl. I was like, we gotta get that. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck it is, but we gotta get it, right? Because if he came in there with such confidence, I'll be damned if I'm not gonna fucking try it, right? So, yeah, we bought it, and it comes in a little brown vial, and it's got this like plastic stuff that's like super hard to take out. You open it, it almost smells like acetone. It's like a weird, funk acetone. And I was like, oh, this smells funny, right? And then here comes a head change. It's like, vroom, 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 vroom.
After you smell it.
After you smell it, right? So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to, I guess, give you that head change and then like keep you going, right? So there's that. It kind of works, but then you got to remember in the moment as you're gonna finish, and then it's like, you know, like put it away, and then you got to close it. It's got to be super closed, and then there's the downfall of you got to inhale it through your nose, right? And having it
just seems like a lot of work.
Right.
Yeah.
So Listerine works. It's a one-time application. So there's that, and then there's like another Chinese little bomb that you're supposed to put around the mushroom tip, you know, and like leave it there for a minute. But then you gotta wipe it down because I haven't tasted it, but I've been told it tastes funny, you know, and so yeah, there's that. And there's the pink pill. Remember the pink pill? That one was fun. So again, if someone walks in somewhere with like that, give me that. You know? It's like I'm gonna try that too, right? So I'm at my local gas station. It's the only. Yes, please.
Gas station.
So there's 2 Chevrons in my neighborhood, and one of them has ethanol. Thanks, ethanol. It's at $2.99 right now. Fuck you guys that drive at $6 a gallon. But so there's this other Chevron that I pumped to that's closer to my house, and I went there to fill up her car, you know, because every once in a while I would give me the keys and we go fill up the car. And here comes this old dude. Like fucking old, like father time, dude.
Wow.
And he like walks out and he's hobbling. He's like hunched over, fucking walking, having to look up. You're a beautiful old timer, you know.
If you're watching this.
Yeah, there's no one way to make a human. You are beautiful.
As long as your toes are clean and your earlobes are stuck to your face.
You are beautiful. So anyways, he fucking walks hunched over, and I'm watching like, damn, fucker's like fighting gravity, you know. I mean, aren't we all? But so I go in there, I grab my monsters, I grab my shit, and I'm standing right behind him in line, and he fucking looks over at the teller and he's like, give me 2 of the pink ones. I was like, what's he talking about, right? So he's like, these, he grabs the fucking pink rhino pills. 2 of them, right? And I was like, Jesus, those things can resurrect the dead. what are they going to do for me? You know, so we tried those, and those worked pretty well. Those were fun.
No head change, no tight head and all that?
So that did happen, you know, like even though it says no headaches, I still got it. Kind of felt like a little hungover. Viagra sucks balls. Doesn't work very well. And you get the racing heart and feels like super anxiety attack. And then you got Cialis. That stuff doesn't work for me at all. You know.
I mean, you're 31.
No, I know, but I mean, you figure it's like putting like nitrous into a fully functioning engine.
Right,
It's
right,
like,
right.
You're going 120 now. It's like, fuck, hold on to your Tonys because you're gonna go 200 miles an hour. You know, so that's what I figured was gonna happen. But, anyways, Viagra unless you need it. But those pink pills, those pink rhinos, man. Let me tell you.
Chevron in LA, you guys.
Smoke Cinnabon cigars.
Smoking.
But yeah, that's the story behind Listerine. Try it at your own fucking risk, guys. Cheers.
Junior, thank you. Junior's Customs.
So the way that story came about, the one of the first times I told it and how he found out about it was we were doing a toy drive. We're doing a toy drive with Snuff Riders, guys. You guys are fucking awesome. And
That was December, or
that was in
yeah.
December. I'd pull up the flyer, but anyway, those people are beautiful. And we're doing it at this chemical store where they sell like cleaners and stuff. And right across the street, there is a Target. All right, and we had just gone to Walmart because we bought all kinds of. We bought like a lot of toys.
Yeah.
You send me to go buy toys. We're gonna hook those kids up. Excuse me. So we get there and it's like, oh shit, there's a Target, right? And I'm a Hot Wheel collector as well, amongst other things. So I tell her, hey, let's go look for Hot Wheels, right? Because if we see a Target or a Walmart, we're gonna stop. And I found this little Mario Kart Hot Wheel that I had been missing. And she was like, oh, we're out of Listerine. We were out of Listerine, right? For many reasons. But
For many reasons.
hygiene, guys, hygiene. So then we walk up and that's all we bought. We bought Listerine and a little Hot Wheels. So I'm walking up, they don't see the Hot Wheels and they see the bottle of Listerine. They're like, where the fuck did you pop out? I said, we just went to Target. And they're like, I was like, why? I was like, because we just finished ours like in a week and a half, you know, because fucking hygiene, guys, you know, gargle. And yeah, so they're like, what do you do with it? And I said, well, a multitude of things. And that's kind of how Junior found out about it.
Fucking Malo.
Yeah.
He's the one that asked me to ask.
You are beautiful, Malo.
I never looked at his ears. I want to check out his ears.
Oh, he's got pretty ears.
Does he? Okay.
He's got pretty ears, some nice little eyelashes.
He does have nice eyelashes.
He does have nice eyelashes. I'll make him get blushed and a little rosy cheek every once in a while, and he flutters them. Even though he pretends he doesn't like it. I love you, Malo. He pretends he doesn't like it, but I think he more gets a kick of like, what the fuck are you even like? Who are you? Where did you come from? More of a.
We're doing that the biker build off little plug, and hey,
cigars.
this is my show. And I couldn't ask for a better dude to be paired up with.
Oh, dude,
you know what I mean?
Like, so fucking talented.
We've always had a connection. So like the last couple years, we've been working a lot more together. And when they asked both of us to do, it, I was like, oh fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, the man's got more talent in his pinky than I can probably even imagine.
And you know what? A lot of people don't realize it either. That dude is like, he is badass. Like overall.
And he's a super cool dude. You know, I mean, it was more like love at first sight when I met him. You know, it's like, I love you, Milo, you know. And I asked him, I was like, do you believe in love at first sight, or should I like walk back again? You know?
Did you spin him?
he's a little taller than I am, so he spun me.
Is he?
Yeah, like an inch or two.
Oh, okay.
I mean, laying down.
So going back to cigars,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey.
the
Smokes and bull cigars.
I think we were talking about the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the
It went way out.
Your listeners are like, who the fuck is this guy?
So let me ask something real fast. Do you enjoy smoking cigarettes more or cigars, or is it just one of those things where whatever is available?
You know, I love inhaling because it's kind of like an instant rush.
Yeah.
You know, cigars I love the flavor. I love cigars as well, but smoke Sitting Bull cigars. I smoke more cigarettes than I do cigars.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Well, because you're a smoker, that's going to be natural.
yeah. And I mean at work, you know, I smoke a lot, even though I'm not supposed to smoke, you know, because of the danger. Well, I'm not supposed to, right? Because of my line of work.
Right.
Yeah, I smoke a lot. I mean, I have enough time to smoke 20 of them in a day. So I smoke more cigarettes than I do cigars. And most of the cigars, well, all of the cigars, it's kind of my taste. You know, what it is that I like. We make something that's like, fuck, this is too spicy, let's dull it down. Or this is too soft, let's kind of, you know, make it more full-bodied. You know, because at the end of the day, I'm putting my name on it.
Definitely, yeah,
You know,
for sure.
and I want to be confident and say, I like this. If somebody doesn't like it, go smoke someone else's.
Right.
You know, or don't buy it, or go gargle. You know, thank you for trying me, you know.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, it's like, what do you think? And I've given you some, and it's like, hey, this is an experiment. Check this out. What do you guys think? I've got, I've got some friends that started off as customers and building that relationship. And it's like, hey, dude, try this. What do you think? It's like, oh, fuck, this is too rough, or this is spicy, you know, because there's some that are like straight up taste like pepper and cinnamon.
I was going to ask you, like, for people, because I'm still learning, right?
Yeah.
I've been serious about 2 years now, something like that. And but I'm still learning the terminology. I'm still learning the vocabulary. So I don't know if I ever get it. I smoke something, I enjoy it. I'll just keep getting it.
You know what? One thing I always tell someone, you don't need to know how to describe it if you enjoy it. You know, it's like you like the flavor, right? It's not making you want to throw up. It's not choking you up.
Right.
I was gonna say something else. It's not choking you up. It's not kicking you in the teeth. You know, and you're enjoying the changes that are happening because of the smoke. You don't need to know whether it tastes like a walnut or it tastes like oak or cherry or you know, like what wood. I'm not sitting here sucking on a piece of Douglas fir and it's like, you know, I'm not smoking this and sucking on this and
Right.
you know, oh, this tastes like decomposed granite before rainfall. I'm not that good.
Okay.
You know, I'm not that guy.
So is that real? People?
Oh, dude, there's people out there that have the smell, that have the tongue for it, that you know, they have the taste buds. From my understanding, there's people out there that like, they are connoisseurs, like legit connoisseurs, and they go through the rigorous training and all that stuff, and they're like licensed tech deal. It's like, it's like they do exist.
Yeah,
they do exist. For me, it's kind of like throwing the kitchen sink in there, and it's like, oh, fuck, this works. You know, this really works. Or this is too spicy. This is too, especially with having been selling for almost, not selling, having been hanging around with cigars for about 2 years. We can edit that part out, right, Jules? Having been around for the very short time that I have, and talking with people, you know, the general census is like, I want something smooth. I don't want it too spicy. I don't want it too rough. There's some that I have that for me are like perfect, and for someone it's like, this is a little too heavy for me. What else do you have?
So someone just like, because most people like just casual smokers, they want something they can enjoy. They don't want to get into the whole logistics of it.
Right. So I heard someone once comparing it to wine, and I think I have to agree 100% with that, because I don't know jack shit about wine.
Yeah, me either.
You know, my lady on the other hand, she'll be like, oh, this is good, and she'll be like, try this. You know, it's like, I'd rather gargle on Listerine than drink that wine, you know, because it's just not for me.
Right,
you know?
right.
But you give me a bottle of Carlos Rossi that's like $5. I'm gonna chug on that whole thing. I'm gonna hold it by the handle and do this number, you know. Or you give me Stella Rosa.
Oh man, that was good. Stella Rosa is good.
yeah, you'll have me singing at the top of my lungs with that stuff. But you give me a $1,000 bottle, I'm not gonna know what it is. You know, I'm not gonna know the difference between this, that, and the other. So there's people that come up to me and say, hey, I don't really know much. I don't know what I'm looking for. What do you recommend? And I always go flavored. You know?
Yeah.
Try this. This is softer. It's not gonna push you away. I'm not gonna lean more towards something that's cost more. You know, something that's darker or bigger. I'm gonna tell you, here, try this. This one's on the cheapest one, or not cheapest. I mean, this is the least expensive. Right. This is the least expensive one in the selection. Check this out. Right. And one of the sayings that my old man would tell me all the time, it's like, do you want to eat once, or do you want to eat for the rest of your life? Coming to business.
Right.
Meaning in business, you know, like, am I gonna sell you? Not sell. Am I gonna give this to you for $100, right? And I came up on $100 sale, right? Or do I give this to you, right? And this is what you need, but I'm upselling you. Do I give this to you for 10, right? And you're gonna keep coming back. You're gonna keep coming back. And next thing you know, I made a customer out of you. Not a customer, because who sells cigars out here, right? But
Well,
I've made a loyal friend.
Right.
I've made a loyal friend.
I donate to the cigar.
Cigars, whiskey, and titties. Smoke Sitting Bull. But so that's kind of how I push people.
Right.
Not push. You know, that's more how I tell people, like, try this out. You know, it's on the least expensive range, and they enjoy it. They come back and they'll tell me. There's people that started off with the flavors. There's nothing wrong with flavored, guys. I hate the snobs that say, well, flavored cigars aren't, you know. It's like, dude, I'm the kind of guy that walks into a bar and asks for a fucking margarita because I want a margarita.
Right.
If we'll go and have dinner with my wife and I, and I'll have a margarita, and she'll ask for whiskey straight, right? And they'll hand me the whiskey straight and her the margarita, and like, we do this.
That's funny, because the other day we went riding, was it Tuesday? And we stopped, we went a little bar hopping. I stopped, said we get a Bud Light bottle and vodka cranberry.
Yeah.
And she goes, so we get a Bud Light, sorry, and a vodka cranberry. She goes, what kind of Bud Light do you want? I said bottle. But she assumed the Bud Light was for me and the vodka was for mine.
Right. No, I mean, for me, it's like, if I want a fucking margarita, I'm gonna drink a margarita. Right. If some motherfucker tries to pop off about me drinking a margarita, let's go outside.
Right.
I'm not violent. I love you.
Smokes Sitting Bull cigar.
Smoke Sitting Bull cigar. You know, I'm not a violent person. But you say something to me about a margarita, we are gonna have some.
No, I mean, margaritas are pretty serious. You don't.
I love margaritas. You know, and pina coladas.
Oh, pina colada! I haven't had one of those in years.
And dancing in the rain.
That's funny. I can't believe I got that fast. Immediately, I got it. I just can't think of the rest. I wanted to sing it, but I can't think of the rest.
No, but I mean, it's flavored cigars are great, man. Yeah, I mean, when the mood strikes, it's like, hell yeah, let me light up this rum.
Right.
You know, hell yeah, let me light up this cherry. You know, and if someone has got something to say about that, it's like, go gargle. You know, like, go fucking get out of here.
You know what? As I get older, I'm more like I care less about what people do. Meaning, like you say, you want a margarita?
Yeah.
Drink a margarita. Like, I'll have them with you. Like,
right. I can give two shits about what someone's opinion. Opinions are like fucking assholes, bro. We all got one.
Right.
And it's like, I really don't care what you got to say about my choice of drink, my choice of cigar, you know, because at the end of the day, go fuck yourself, right? I'm enjoying myself. But Smoke Sitting Bull cigars. And you know, we're having a good time doing it, and we're meeting a shit ton of great people because of it.
Sure.
Honestly, I think the cigars probably sped up me meeting you, because chances are we would have bumped into each other,
right?
Because of motorcycles and being in Southern California-ish, because you're in fucking...
Yeah. Oh no, this is I mean, this is SoCal. We're like away.
It's like SoCal.
So.
Holy fuck, it's so cold, bro. I almost peed, but I was gonna need to sit down to pee to this one because it was so cold outside. Anyways, shout out to Julian King. He's an expert kite flyer.
So for those of you guys who don't know, we're in Victorville, California, which is not bad. It's just Victorville.
It's Victorville. It's cool.
We're pretty much in between LA and Los Angeles. I mean, fuck. I'm like, why is he laughing so hard? Vegas and Los Angeles.
They're the period in between the L and the A.
I'm thinking, what the fuck did I just say? What's so funny?
That's so
I'm
good.
sitting there going, why is he laughing so hard? Are we not back in between? Vegas and Los Angeles.
No. Smoke cigarettes. So I have a lot of hobbies, and again, this started off as being one of them. You know, and shit, I'm on a podcast, you know, because of us having fun and
oh, yeah.
meeting people and cigar whiskey and titties and only cigars and shout out to MC Pancho, you know.
MC Pancho, yeah.
I met the man years before, but because of this, you know, we became a lot closer and, you know, kind of sharing a lot of the same things. And
he smokes that big cigar on that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So when people speak, I listen. You know, you might be surprised. We're gonna have a conversation one day, and then 5 years from now, we're like, oh, here, you like this? It's like, how the fuck did you know I like this? Well, because we had a conversation about it once upon a time, and you like this, right? And Mr. Pancho tells me, hey, I like big room cigars and I like darker leaf.
He likes that heavy shit, huh?
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. If that's what you like, I'm gonna make it happen, right? So he was super cool. We did the V-Classes event. That's where he was at, and shout out to Slick Vic. Slick Vic.
Slick Vic.
Went super cool, dude. I mean, excuse me. Again, I've been meeting a lot of beautiful people because of this, and Slick Vic is another one. He says, hey, you know, MC Pancho's a big smoker. Let me go get him. I was like, oh, dude, you know, MC Pancho, he was the MC of that event.
Right.
Let the man do his thing, you know, and next thing you know, here they come, right? So he did a shout out. He came to my booth. He like got a whole bunch of cigars, you know, and he tells me like, oh man, these are great. You know, we started talking. And I said, let me see what I can do. I told myself, let me see what I can do, and we made it. Right? I made just two big motherfuckers. And
well, for people who don't know, how big are these things? Because these are not no average. I mean, Jesus.
No, these are 8x80s, which are
what, inch and a half, 2 inch maybe.
So a 60 ring is about an inch. So it's about an inch and a little over an inch, inch and a quarter.
Jeez, that's huge.
You hear that, hon?
Yes. So about like that, right?
No, it's actually a little thicker than this.
Really?
Yeah. So,
wow.
So it's a little thicker than that. Listerine, guys.
Listerine.
It's a little thicker than that. It's 8 inches, so it's an 8x80.
Jeez.
And as a thank you, I made that for him as a thank you, right? And I told the missus, I said, hey, I'm gonna message him, and I was like, what are the chances of him even fucking reading it? All right, well, he's gonna. I'm sure, you know, this is fucking MC Pancho. You know, he's got like 80,000 followers. He's not gonna fucking take the time. You know, he's busy, he's working, he's hustling. You know, he's doing his thing. And I sent him the message, and like 15 minutes later, he responded. He says, "Hey, man, thank you very much. You know, I told him, hey, I made something for you. It's a present. I wanted to give it to you as a thank you for being so cool and doing that shout out for me and a post and taking pictures with me. It's humbling. It really is for me, you know, because I don't like asking anyone for anything. Right. Whether I'm never gonna ask you, hey, post this for me. You know, I don't. And so when somebody does, for me, it's like, oh fuck, thank you. You know, like because you meant it, because I didn't ask you. You know, so thanks to everyone that has done that for me. Thank you all very much. Sincerely, thank
I
you.
agree with you on that. I could talk some shit, but I don't keep my mouth shut. I've never asked anyone to post. You know, and one thing I can't stand is when I get a mass DM or text just with a flyer or just with something promotion. What do you want to do with this? Like, there's no like.
Yeah.
And fuck it, I'm gonna say it. There's no like, hey, what's going on? It's kind of like the etiquette thing I was reading to you
Right.
earlier.
Hey,
It's just
good
like,
morning.
it's almost like, here, put this up. Oh, okay. And I to me that's rude. Like,
No, definitely.
I'm not your
Right.
bitch. Or I'm not like just some promotion guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Even if I was your bitch,
you better ask.
Yeah, give me the reach around. Smoke Sitting Bull cigars.
No, but so with you, I agree with that. Anyway, okay, sorry.
So, I mean, for him to come out and do a little, I guess, commercial.
Right.
You know, and saying, shouting me out. And dude, for me, that was huge.
Yeah.
You know, someone of the man's caliber, you know, to do that for me. And I was like, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Right. So I messaged him and I said, hey, I've got these for you as a gift. You know, and he says, sure, thank you very much. You know, I said, whenever you're free, we can meet up anywhere. I can take them to you, whatever. You know, and he gives me an address. He says, can you make it here by 7 o'clock or something, right? And I tell the wife, I'm gonna go meet MC Puncher. She's like, oh shit. I was like, I know. So I had met him years ago, and so I get to the man's house. It was his fucking house.
Wow.
Right? And I'm like, I text her, I was like, I'm at his house. I'm thinking it's gonna be a restaurant or something, you know, or it's gonna be a public place, but no, I'm like, I recognized it immediately because of his videos and the backgrounds, and I was like, holy shit, the man opened the doors to me, like,
Wow.
whoa. You
Yeah.
know? And then his wife was there, Chambrita. Hello. Super beautiful people, right? And so we sat there from 7 o'clock to like 1 o'clock in the morning, just like talking about everything and anything. And then from that day forth, we like developed a genuine friendship. And yeah, I mean, the man is super awesome. His wife, super beautiful people. We have dinner with them every blue moon. And I get a kick out of listening to the stories because I feel like these are, and I mean this wholesomely, not at all by any disrespect by what it might sound, but these are older versions of us, you know, because of the stories they'll tell and how they tell them. And I'm sitting there and I'll look over at my wife and we like chuckle because it's like, this is us in the future.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And they're just super cool people, man.
That's awesome.
And again, with you, you know, every time I reach out and it's good morning, good afternoon, you know, etiquette, guys.
Etiquette.
You know, etiquette and hygiene.
Etiquette will take you a long way.
So we'll sit in cigar smoke. And you know, good morning, good afternoon, and just being straight up with people and being honest. You know, that will take you everywhere. You know, that will get the doors open for you. And yeah, I mean, like I told you with my old man, it's like you're either gonna fuck somebody over once, and you're only gonna eat once, or you fuck them little by little and you keep fucking them forever. You know? You know, so it's like you take little nibbles.
Right,
you know?
right.
I don't. How can I phrase this? There's not much to be made per stick. You know, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
Because this is a hobby. This is me having a good time with it. This is me getting doors open to things that probably wouldn't have, or this is a catalyst to it. You know? It would have happened eventually, right? But I'm having a hell of a time.
Right.
You know.
You know, that's all that matters, really.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it. It's not. You're not going mad or irritated or, God, I gotta go set up. It's like, dude,
You know,
I can't wait to get out there and meet people.
And I'll be honest with you, there's days when it does happen. You know, again, my woman is my rock. She's my right hand, and there's times I tell her, it's like, fuck, do I keep doing this? You know, because if I were to stay at work, excuse me, if I were to stay at work and sign up for Saturday work, right? I not to sound like a pompous prick, but I would be a lot better off if I were to work a couple of hours of overtime than sell this for a whole, come out with this for a whole day. You know?
Right. Well, because you know if you work that overtime, you're guaranteed.
Right. It's
Right.
2 chickens and a hen.
Right.
Right. This is 3 in the hedges, and stupid shirts, bro. Stupid. And you've seen them. You know.
Well, I'll plug it if anyone wants to share whatever. Where can they find one?
Yeah. You can follow me on Instagram, Sitting Bull Cigar Head. One of the very first shirts we made was cigar, whiskey, and titties. You know, because why not?
Because why not?
You know, we're not a Havana house. We're the furthest thing from a Havana house. You know, if you got dirt under your nails, we're for you. You know,
You're almost like the blue collar cigar.
yeah. You know, if you've got a nice shine on your shoes, we're for you. You know, if you're non-binary and you go by they and them, this is for you.
What about people with ugly toes and earlobes that are
This
stuck
is
to
for
their
you.
face?
This, smoke Sitting Bull cigars. This is for you. You know, I always tell people, you know, like I always get people that ask me, like, I'm a woman. What do you suggest? Well, fuck, what do you like? You want to go flavored? Do you want to go darker? It's a dude walking up. Hey, you know, do you want flavored? Do you want something darker? You know, I get a little 10-year-old that's like, here's a sticker. Fuck off. You know, bring your dad. Bring your mom. Smoke Sitting Bull cigars. But it's they're for everyone.
Right,
You know,
right.
I don't even think you need a mouth. You put that in your trachea hole, you know, and smoke it.
Wow.
Hey.
We love you too. Right?
We love you. Hey, there is no one way to make a human.
So that's one thing about cigar smoking that was really caught my attention when we started was it's almost like it's sexy because it's elegant like you said, or you could have dirt on your nails, and
Right.
no matter like who's doing it, it's like to me it was like wow, this is cool. Like there's no right or wrong.
Right. There's no up or down, no right or wrong. It's like you either enjoy it or you don't. You know, and don't inhale it. I don't care how tall you are, how much you can bench press, or you know how many sit-ups you can do. Don't fucking inhale it.
How many sit-ups?
I do sit-downs, guys. I don't do sit-ups. Yeah.
So what can we expect from Sitting Bull in the near future?
You know what? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I learned to play my cards very close to my chest. You know, coming into this, I am very friendly. I am very forthcoming with people, and I remember giving out ideas and hearing these ideas come back to me from other people saying, hey, so-and-so's saying that they're gonna do this. It's like, oh shit, cool. You know, so that I guess that goes with everything.
Right,
you know?
right.
That goes with everything. It doesn't have to do anything with one particular business or the other. Listerine, guys. So just like Listerine, right? There's scope. There's other shit out there, right? There's plenty of sunshine, I always say. But stay tuned. You know, I've got some I've got some stuff cooking. You know, I definitely do have some stuff cooking. This is one of them. So you saw it here. This is something that's been around. I do not take credit for coming up with this. This is our version of it.
Right.
Right. We're experimenting with it. We're trying to see whether I can sit on it on my right cheek or my left cheek, which cheek flattens the best. And we're learning. You know, we're definitely learning with this, and I'm having a hell of a good time with
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh,
You know, I always say, you know, you make 100, you spend 2. And holy fuck, this is spending a lot because it's a learning curve.
Right,
It's
right.
like we're destroying more than we are creating. You know, and in the process of, I mean, this industry is so secretive. Nobody's gonna tell you anything. You know, nobody's gonna share anything with you. Everything, it's like here. You know, if someone comes up with the recipe, it's like you're better off not even killing them, because where did they hide it?
That's what I'm going to ask you. Is it because like of a recipe? That's why it's so secretive?
Right.
Yeah.
And how did they do it? So it's like, well, fuck everyone, you know?
Yeah.
It's, what's it gonna take? And holy shit, we're finding out.
But those are custom, right? Those
Those
are yours.
These are super customs, you know, and I'm proud of them. They're square-ish, smoke single cigars. They're box press-ish, you know, and we wanted to do it in a torpedo because when you do the round and you squeeze it, it just feels weird in your mouth, you know, and having this be flat and with the tip on it, it kind of feels natural, you know? It kind of just fits in your hand really well, and we're having fun. We're making stupid shirts. We're donating whenever a GoFundMe pops up or charity pops up. You know, we started in October. I naively figured that maybe October was going to generate enough sales with enough interest. With the shirts that we were creating, we made some that said "fuck cancer," which is very generic, and it had the finger with the fuck cancer pink ribbon. And then we made another one that said "free mammograms," and it had two hands sticking out because we like titties. And another one said "big or small, we love them all," because again, there is no one way to make a human. So sales of those, the interest of those went to a bucket. Right. And we put out a donation box, and whatever we get as a tip goes into that.
Nice.
Or donations, straight up donations. People walk by, and it's for City of Hope, and it says "fuck cancer." Again, it's an oxymoron. You know, one of the highest. Again, fuck, we live in LA, bro. The air you breathe is cancerous. It causes cancer. You know, but
I'm sure it says it on here too.
Yeah, it might create cancer. You walk into a building in California, anywhere in California, there's a sign that say, you know, the materials used to build this cause cancer.
Right.
You pump fuel, you know, it's at $6 a gallon. It's going to cause cancer, you know. But like, fuck cancer, right? So we have a box, and we're nearing the $500 mark. And I spoke to a friend of ours who is a patient at City of Hope, and I said, hey, I want to donate this on your behalf, like in honor of you. Right. Stay tuned. I'm not gonna make a big old spectacle of it. This is really one of the first times I'm like in front of the camera. I kind of like staying behind it, kind of like doing my own thing, and so I'll probably just post the building and say, you know, thank you all for the donations. It's been donated. Yeah, nice. You know, so I'm not gonna make a big old spectacle of it. After that, we're thinking about doing St. Jude. You know, we've got a few, and I'm gonna hold those close. I'm gonna hold those cards close to my chest too. Well, you know what? No, fuck it. It's worth mentioning. I don't care if somebody helps them because they need help. Right. So, smokes and bull cigars, and so we plan on doing something for the deported veterans. You know, putting up a bucket and helping and doing something out in TJ, you know, because there's a lot of them out there that fought for this country and are stuck out there. Right. You know, and that's kind of.
You said in TJ?
In TJ.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought if you fought, you get your citizenship.
You thought, and a lot of them did too. You know, and that's kind of some horse shit. Being a first generation American myself. You know, I feel like those are my cousins, you know, and those are your cousins. These are our people, these are our American soldiers, Marines, you know, naval men that fought and are deported. So we intend on doing something.
That's crazy.
With them. Again, St. Jude, that's a place that's very close to my heart. I had some friends go there when, you know, growing up, and at no cost to the parents, and that's fucking huge. You know? It's like to not get emotional. That's one of the places I plan on donating to. Smoke Sitting Bull cigars. We plan on helping them out. You know,
Right.
by monetarily, you know, going out there and spending some time with them.
Right,
you
right.
know. When St. Jude comes around, intend on doing something with St. Baldrick's. I'm sorry. When St. Baldrick comes around with the St. Jude, I intend on shaving my head again for them, you know, and raising money for that, and hopefully that gets enough attention and traction,
Right,
you know,
right.
to be able to do that.
And you guys could donate, hit you up on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you hit me up on Instagram, guys, you know, if you would like to donate, you can send it over, and you can physically see me dropping it in the bucket. You know, I have the bucket, and then we count it, we take it out, and there's a little slip that kind of keeps track of what goes in there and comes out. You know, and holy fuck, I never thought it would help for making change. You know,
Right.
It started off kind of as a buck, and it's like, shit, I'm out of singles. And it's like, well, here's a 10. Let me pull out 10 singles and drop the 10. You know, so you'll see me digging around in there every once in a while, breaking a 20. You know, but that's where that goes to.
Nice.
And so we're doing that with Smoke Sitting Bull cigars, and we're also meeting all kinds of awesome people. You know. Definitely having a good time, experimenting, doing some Frankenstein shit, making stupid shirts. Again, like the free mammograms, we made that. Cigar, Whiskey, and Titties was the first one that we made, and that was because I saw a shirt that was made on those like spam pages, those cigar pages that follow you, that say promoted on this and promoted on that, and you click on their link, and it goes to this bullshit T-shirt page.
Right.
And there was one that said cigar, whiskey, guns, freedom, America, and all kinds of shit, right? I was like, hey, cigar, whiskey, and titties. What do you think? And my lady's driving. We're coming home from Arizona from visiting my brother out there, and she's like, yeah, hey, that kind of rings, you know. And we made that into a shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next thing we did, it was like, hey, what do you think of an OnlyFans, you know, font looking thing? And we did one that, you know, that looks like this is Only Cigars. And we did another one that's a Pornhub that looks, shout out to Pornhub.
Shout out to Pornhub.
Smoke Sitting Bull cigars. So we made one that has like the yellow.
Right.
And then a friend of ours says, hey, what do you make something for the women? You know, like cigar, whiskey, and beards.
Beards.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking lame. You know, that's pretty lame. So her husband was there, and she's like, yeah, what about cigar, whiskey, and what's that fucking squash? What is it? Eggplant.
Oh, eggplant.
Cigar, whiskey, and eggplant. And I was like, well, we're gonna do that. Why don't you just say dick? All right, cigar, whiskey, and dick. So then that's how that came around. You know, thanks to them. Yeah. So we made a cigar, whiskey, and dick shirt. Because again, we don't care what you put in your mouth so long as it's a Sitting Bull cigar. And use Listerine. Or scope, you know. Hygiene. Yeah, man. So that's pretty. Hey, we didn't even talk about the name, huh? We didn't even get there.
The Sitting Bull
name. We didn't even finish that. So I guess, do we even have time? How long have we been doing this? There's no clock out here, guys. I don't even know if it's still daylight outside.
Oh, we're moving. You're good.
But we're sitting there listening to Neil Young and Crazy Horse, and I told the missus, I was like, what about Crazy Horse? You know, she's like, yeah, that sounds cool, you know. And I was like, what about Blackbeard? Because I got a fucking Blackbeard, right? But for work, I have to shave once a year. You know, because I have to wear a hazmat suit. Believe me, I don't look pretty. So you will see me every once in a while walking around with the bandana, because you're not gonna see this shit. And yeah, she was like, but you shave. I was like, yeah, you're right. So then I was like, who's the baddest motherfucker that, you know, like, that has walked our land? You know, and I was like, Sitting Bull. You know, who's the biggest rebel we know? It's like, Sitting Bull. He fucking fought the man and he won. You know, and I was like, that's it. I was like, what do you think? I'm Sitting Bull. And she was like, yeah. I was like, we're going to get shit. She was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, we're going to get some shit. She's like, uh-huh. And yeah, fuck yeah. We get it all the time. And you know, this is my way of honoring the man, you know. Go gargle. You know, we're having a good time with it. There's oftentimes people call me Sitting Bull. It's like, I'm Chato. You know, Sitting Bull was a man. It's like, there's no way in hell you can compare me to someone of that stature.
Right.
I mean, I'm just doing this in honor of the man. And a lot of the cigars that we make are named after war chiefs.
You know, the Geronimo.
Right, we got the Geronimo, we got the Sitting Bull, we've got the Crazy Horse, we've got the Black Hawk, the Cornstalk. We even have a Sacagawea, you know, and we made one that's the Mexican San Andres, that's this one. Named it the Villa and the Cuauhtemoc. And we also made one that's half Connecticut and half San Andres, and we named that one the Zapata. You know, in honor of these men.
Right, right.
You know, and I guess if we ever get too much shit over it, and I get fed up of putting up a fight, which I can put up a good fight. If when that day comes, fuck it, I'll rebrand it. I'll call it the fuck and the you. You know. I mean, we'll figure something out.
Right.
But yeah, we're having a good time.
Hell yeah.
We're having a hell of a good time, man. Sipping on gin and juice. While we're doing this whole thing. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, man, and sharing, you know, how the Listerine story. And
well, hey, you know, thank you guys for having me again. I was super honored, man. You know.
no, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I personally don't think I'm interesting enough to be the fucking second episode. Holy shit! You know, it's like I'm hanging out with Big Bob. You know, and his lovely wife, and we got Jules here. You know, and it's like
Jules.
I'm amongst the stars. You know, and it's like lovely me. You know, and it's like thank you guys for considering me and for opening your doors to me. I thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, and for shouting me out and posting me up there and bringing me out of my fucking comfort zone.
Hell yeah. And you guys, again, you can check out everything on YouTube. Will be below. And if you want to donate, hit them up at Sitting Bull Cigar Hut. That's the Instagram. Just sounds will be below. But thank you, brother.
Sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you very much.
Again, thank you to our producer, July King, and our sponsors, Black Widow Investigations. Get a hold of them for all your legal needs. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode of It's What We Do podcast, featuring Chato of Sitting Bull Cigar Hut.
Smoke cigar.
Cigar Hut? Cigar Hut. Yeah, we're out here. You guys have a good one. Later. Cigar Hut.
Gargle.
Gargle.